So Stax, yesterday you got to play with the Fantastic Battle set. Which cards out of that set are you most looking forward to playing once you can start mixing and matching everything?
I'm very excited to make like a fully fledged wizard deck. I know that's the main character a lot of people are looking at to be one of the big bads for the cosmic power format. So I'm really excited to try that out in the full card pool. I think that is a really strong main character. On the good side, I think the wizard's counterpart as far as aggressive decks goes that I'm excited to try is a Human Torch. That main character is really strong. I think he's going to be fun to build around. And then the machine equipment is crazy. There's crazy combos you can do with the machine equipment from the invention pile. So definitely keep your eyes on the machine, because there's going to be some cool combo decks that people are going to come up with that. So definitely shakes up the meta in a big way, and I'm excited for it.
And starting next Wednesday, we're going to start doing our card previews for the next expansion, which is the Herald, which will expand on the Fantastic team. It's going to bring in 3 more main characters and a host of other supporting characters. One of the characters in that obviously is going to be Silver Surfer, but we're going to see a lot more show up. So make sure you check out upperdeckblog.com starting next Wednesday, and we're going to have a lot more to show off. And we're going to start our second game. I believe David's going to go first this time.
All right, come on. Give me some good cards.
Yep, having lost game 1, it will be David's priority to choose.
Yeah, I'll try. Well, I mean, I have no choice.
So everybody voted for Dave on the first game. Let's see how everybody's feeling on this one. If you type exclamation point vote and then either David or Skirk, let us know who you think is going to take game 2.
I'll pass turn.
And Dave starts with a location, climbs, and then passes.
A fortress. Move into that Madam Web.
And there's the Madam Web for the first one.
Yep, that's what you want to see turn 1 for sure.
Combo Spider-Man, pass priority.
You're the last one.
And Dave plays You're the Last One to block the attack of Spider-Woman into Spider.
X-Files?
Yep.
Got an X-Files location.
Yeah, that You're the Last One is definitely what you want to see to try to keep Spider-Woman there off her XP.
Yep.
And then I'll pass turn.
And Dave climbs and passes one more time. Skirt starts with a second location.
Nullifier, climb.
And Nullifier, and he decides to nullify climb.
Yep, that's the right call.
Early, but it's fine.
That's going to put David off XP for at least 1 turn until he can get to the Nullifier. That's big. It's definitely big.
Pass turn.
Okay.
This is bad.
Draw 2.
And with Spider-Woman having flight, don't remember seeing much flight in David's deck.
It's going to be tough to get to that Nullifier this turn. I don't know that I see it happening. So he's going to be off his XP this turn. Well, you know what would do is Maria Hill can stealth back there, but he doesn't hit it.
He doesn't hit it. That's for the 3rd time. He plays a location and then passes. And since the Nullifier has taken out climb, this is going to slow him down.
Yeah. Maria Hill would have been perfect there, but he misses it, which means he's going to be off XP for at least another turn. 2 turns in a row, no XP. It's going to be a turn 6 level. at the very soonest.
Hey, Tony SSJT, thank you very much for the follow.
So Match is going to come in there and try to put in some counters onto Spider-Man.
I do remember in the third game that we watched with David last week, he kind of started the same way. Was able to pull it out, but I don't know if Skirk's deck is moving too fast for him to come back. And Sokovia Accords.
You're still gonna stun. It doesn't prevent. Okay, we'll both take the stun.
Okay.
And they both take a stun.
So they're going in for the trade, but that will also result in an experience for Spider-Woman.
Pass turn. That was really good.
Join 2.
I think he's got to have his fingers crossed for. Well, he doesn't even need the Maria Hill now because he's got a clear shot there. So I think he's just really hoping that he's not going to run into a shock to the system.
Avenge the tower.
Yep.
Iron Man.
And since you have to climb at the start of your
Iron
main
Man's good.
phase, he's going to miss this
Phase
this
2,
round
billion,
of
phase
XP.
Yeah, regardless, he's missing it this turn. So that'll be 2 turns in a row. He's going to be off his XP. So regardless of if Nullifier bites the dust this turn, it put in a lot of work already.
And David is paid for the genius billionaire playboy philanthropist ability on.
Yep. So
And
taking out
Spider-Man at max.
Madam Hydra, or sorry, Madam Web rather, and the
Spider-Man's
Nullifier
gonna
in one shot. So
We're gonna
And that
stun.
nullifier is a one of a kind,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
hopefully we never see that again for the.
and then making a trade with
pass
Match.
turn.
I think that's the right call. Assuming that you were expecting to take a wound next turn anyway, definitely try to get rid of that Match. So definitely an important turn for David there. He can start gathering his XP again, but he's going to be leveling much later than he would have hoped.
Okay.
So he's going to really have to put in the work on the late game to catch
Move
back
to
up.
Main. Great power.
Okay.
So we got a great power on Spider Woman.
Iron Man, it's how big?
6'6".
David's Iron Man is sitting at 6'6".
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, so looking at Spider
I
Woman's.
want a great power on Firestar.
She gotta be protecting somebody to do that.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, so well, it's fine.
Yeah, have to go on Spider Woman.
Yep. So Scruggs tried to change his power and
Firestar
responsibility
and Iron
to Firestar, but she's not protecting anyone.
Right. Yeah,
You're
has to
the
be
last
a
one.
Spider Friend character that is protecting a character.
Man.
So
That
looking
is
at
man.
a 6'5" on Spider Woman. So he's not going to make the attack, which would result in.
How many is that?
But he can't.
4?
So he swung in with the
Yes.
Firestar and ran into a You're the Last One to end the turn.
And Scruggs is surprised, but I believe David's running 4 of those.
Yes, very, very strong card.
Like you
Especially because Spider-Man, he's playing a very location-heavy deck and not very many cards on the low end. He's expecting to be attacked a lot in the early turns while he's trying to level. So, very good card to keep you off those early wounds, so you can get into your late game stuff, which Spider-Man really wants to see.
Especially since David hasn't started playing supporting characters until this last turn. He probably had a handful of locations in plot.
Yeah, for sure. So done a good job of keeping Skirk off his XP. So hopefully that'll help kind of even the playing fields here.
Draw a card.
Getting another genius billionaire playboy philanthropist trigger here off of Iron Man.
I have 6 recruits.
So Iron Man himself is getting pretty big there. Hopefully he will be able to bring Spider-Woman down to size here, remove those counters.
Yeah, with the flight and range, it makes Iron Man a nice versatile character. You can kind of put him wherever you need him. And his superpower of just having that single yellow does a lot. Draw a card, gain a recruit point,
Play
+1/+1
Dawn.
counter.
Playing Don.
Yeah, definitely a lot of value out of
there
that
you go.
one location. So Buffy comes out and Dawn because of the extra recruit point that Iron Man gives you. Making sure to not miss that climb. You need that XP.
Let's go up to 2.
And he drops down to 2.
Shooting at Spider Woman.
And
He's
you're
taking a
7.
shot at Spider-Woman.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and shock.
A
Okay.
And
shock to
there's
the
a
system.
shock.
Yeah, that's a good shock. That would have been a nice clean attack from Iron Man had it hit. No risk of being struck back. Gonna have to make a less safe attack now if you want to
Buffy
get
and the
those counters off
Spider-Woman?
Spider-Woman.
Now he's going to try and send Buffy this time.
Trade Sons.
Yeah, so Buffy goes in and gets the stun, but Spider-Woman will still get XP even if she stuns on the defense. So not the attack you want to make, but kind of the attack that you have to make.
He also does clear off those counters off of Spider-Woman,
Yeah,
so at
just to
least
get rid
keeps
of those
her to
counters. Yeah, you got to do it, I think. Just you don't want to leave those counters on there.
4 cards in hand.
So-
4 cards, yeah.
Luckily for David, Spider-Woman hasn't leveled yet, even though she needs one more, but he also needs just one more XP. So
And we'll
hopefully
flip Spider-Man
he can get that
into
next turn.
Firestar.
Yep, I'll take that.
And I get wounded back.
Yep.
Yeah, so going in for the trade with Spider-Man to get rid of Firestar.
Aggressive.
Yeah, David's getting real aggressive on this one.
Unfortunately, Spider-Woman has a safe, easy way to get that final XP this turn because that 0-1 Dawn is sitting out there in the front row. Easy pickings for Spider-Woman
now's
to
when I wanna
just
start seeing my
clean that up and
queens.
take that third XP and get up to level 2.
We do know that David's running He's a Friend from Work, which, because these are both good decks, would be a cancel.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
that would
hopefully
be.
he has something like that.
Yeah,
Because leaving a small character at that in front is a little curious.
How big is Iron Man?
yeah. Fred
77.
from Work would obviously be great here. If you can put off that level up for Spider-Woman as long as you can, especially if you can get to your late game, big drops, and then lock her out of being able to level up completely, that would be
Play
huge.
Spider-Man 2099.
Go a long
Okay.
way to getting David in a favorable position if you can keep
Spider-Woman will
Spider-Woman
swing
from
into
leveling
Dawn.
entirely. So let's see if we see the Friend from Work.
Friend from Work.
And there it is, Friend from
it is.
Work.
Wow. Shoot, hold on. I forgot to climb. God damn it.
And
think that's
Skirk
gonna
just realized he
game.
forgot to climb.
Yeah,
Again.
I screwed up.
Yeah, threw his hand down, forgot that climb,
Now 5 cancels.
leaving
in the first
his
5 turns.
2099 as a 6/6. And this is the moment, I
That's
think,
just insane.
where David has the
You only have
potential
3 left in
to
the entire deck.
really clutch this game.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
Playing an X-File.
Sure.
And
Well,
another X-Files,
Well, not yet. I know.
which will be the final location that he will need to climb to
First aid.
level up, because
Yeah.
Spider-Man does not need to
Arena.
climb different location types. It needs to be an
Maybe
individual card. Wow. Big turn. Wow.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
dropping all sorts of stuff.
Scully comes in, heals the wound off of Buffy, and May Parker
If you climb
comes
the
in,
X-Files, you
and
can't
he's
use
got the
it to heal.
X-Files for the additional
Yes, I
heal with
can.
Scully, and he'll level up this
You can.
turn.
I got you.
This is David's game
An
here.
exhausted resource does not.
And with
let you-
that nullifier putting him off
It does,
XP
but I
for
got
2
two
turns,
X-Files, so it doesn't matter.
even still.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind. Yeah, go for it.
Look, climbing. X-File.
Yep.
And Spider-Man level 2 will come out.
Spider-Man jumps to level 2.
So I have
Absolutely
no effects.
huge turn for
Okay, so
David here.
okay.
Still leaving Dawn up front.
Yeah, like
Let me check the wording on Dawn. Does it say
Right,
characters
okay,
in
yeah,
your
so-
row?
Going there and shooting.
yeah. I'll go to 3 and 2. Like however you want to do it.
Enemy player makes their
Yeah,
first
pass
attack
turn.
each turn. They
Yeah,
must
say
choose
Spider-Man
Buffy
and
as the
Iron Man,
defender of
yeah.
Abel. Or must choose Dawn as the first defender of Abel.
All right. Well, that helps. I suppose.
It's a little curious,
1, 2, 3,
leaving
4,
Dawn up
5,
front.
6. I'm
Although
on
there's no
6. That
flyers
is
to
not a
block
good
anyway, so
one to
Spider-Woman's
be
going to get
on.
at her regardless.
So now both main characters are sitting at 3 wounds apiece, which keeps them
All right,
even.
we're gonna play
They
a
both have
match.
5.
Okay.
We're gonna play the Days Web Shooter.
Okay.
It's our first
move
web
to
shooter that we see,
Bill
the first
plays.
equipment. He's using the one that
He'll move.
dazes characters.
Okay.
Move to main. Might makes right.
Ooh, a
Okay.
might makes right on match is huge. Very strong play. So match is now an 8-5, which when he strikes, he will put 8 minus
Attack
counters
Dawn,
on the character
choose
that he
not to
struck.
daze.
So Spider-Woman is going to attempt to swing in and daze, which I
Okay, that's
believe
good.
will
Okay, level
still
up.
constitute an XP for her.
And now she's leveled up.
Match will hit Spider-Man for 8
Because
minus
obviously
1 minus
dazing a
1s.
character is
He's afraid
simply
for
stunning
what?
it without wounding it.
6.
And Spider-Woman's just looking to
6
stun
and
a character in
6.
combat, so that's going to get her that XP she
Wow.
needs
Yeah.
without the danger of
Last
being struck.
turn.
Draw on 2.
Like, that's crazy. That's literally every draw phase you, like, statistically, every draw phase you pick
And
one
it looks
up.
like the friend from work canceled the match combat.
Yeah, David's got nearly every response that
strike
he's needed this
Spider-Woman?
match to keep him in the game.
Yep.
Ooh, okay, so and a training ground comes in to strike Spider-Woman.
Clean
Get
up
that free,
match.
clean, out of combat stun.
Hitting for something
And
with an 8.
that puts Spider-Woman at 3 wounds. And
Now
so
he's
far,
done.
Skirk is not showing a
Okay,
Queens for the
Yeah,
heal.
let me make sure.
So
Oh, yeah, I can take these up. We don't need these
putting
no
the
more.
pressure on Skirk
Spider-Man takes him.
and looking to
Hold on,
take out Match somehow.
Put another Don out there.
Yep.
He's bringing another Dawn out.
He said he's a but he shoot,
Spider-Man's big enough.
but he's shooting back at 8
Looks
too.
like Skirk's getting a little anxious here.
So
Yeah, it's only when he attacks does he put minuses.
but he's still gonna hit me back for 8.
To
Make
paraglide.
Parker in play.
Oh yeah, so paraglide. Okay,
Yeah, like
Yeah, we've
smash
seen this
the
from
trigger
David a
like
couple
Left and I
times
think
where
right
he has
Alright,
it rough
so
going in the
I'm
early
flipping over
turns
this
and
X
he
file from
manages to
before.
come back.
now.
That should
Oh,
be-
okay.
So I'm flipping over the X file now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so while he has the option, gonna go ahead and heal with that Scully.
8, 11.
Yeah, you're
Definitely
Spider-Man,
take those
yeah.
heals while you can.
Yeah, you're more than enough.
And
Yeah,
going
David
in,
was
depending
trying
on
to
his
figure
draw
out the
phase,
math
I can scoop
there
it up.
of going into
Okay.
match. He was afraid that he was going to get struck back. He forgot that May Parker was there, which
Yeah,
gives him
he
a
got it.
+3/+3
Okay.
as long as Spider-Man is protected.
and
That's the
Skirk
opposite
scoops
of
it
the
up.
first game with the blue
Wow,
cars.
what a comeback from David. That was incredible.
Legitimately,
That's-
you had one every.
Yeah,
like,
for
every
a
single
game
one of my
that
attack
started
phases,
off
you
with
had one. Literally, there
3
wasn't an attack that you did
resource
not have one.
climb and then just passing.
'Cause
It's
that was
incredible
my
to
turn
see
six, and you
see
played
David
6
come back and win that one.
Yeah,
That when that
you know,
nullifier
you
kept him
slowed
off
me
XP
down
for
with
2
that,
turns in a row, I thought it was
nullifier.
over for sure.
Man,
But
that
this
was-
goes to show why you stick
Yeah,
with
but
it. And
like again, the cancels got you there.
yeah,
like,
he
I
just
could've
he
protected
made it to that late game,
Without
secured that
question,
level
let
up,
me
and
count myself for this.
took over control of the board from there. That was
Please.
amazing.